found that
these guys are nervous, they're ready to go, and they want to wow everybody, but they tend to get a little out of character to start the game.
Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan on the opening tip. And it's
fact that in most All-Star games anyway, he's not going to get double teamed. I mean, he faces everything in the regular season. He gets one-on-one coverage out here.
Fadeaway bank shot. Here's Wade over McGrady. After Ron Rothstein did a nice job. Here's the steal by Wade. Took it out of the hands of McGrady. Bryant setting it up for Nowitzki. Rebound Garnett. Slips it to Bryant. Kobe. James using the pick and trying to find the 8-4 lead here in the early moments. McGrady putting moves on Bosch. Duncan is wide open. Come in with the second best record in the NBA at 39-13, although they've had their problems.
Reese has been doing all season long. You go underneath that screen, he's just going to pull up. And he's got the ability, Doug, to shoot that out.
Rebounded by James. Outlets Arenas, who is ahead of the field. Dwight Howard. Outstanding third-year player the first time as Kobe Bryant gets the crowd going. Here's the alley-oop.
Pretty slowly. Everybody seemed to be in slow motion, just kind of getting their legs underneath them. And then all of a sudden, Kobe with the reverse slam. And then at the other end, the alley-oop from LeBron to Wade. This crowd all of a sudden gets into the
expiring contract at season's end. That's what the Lakers are trying to do in order to get Jason Kidd into a gold uniform.
Nice
resistance.
And you see, he still has some work to do on his post game. I think he's still so young as Carmelo, so far away from being an effective player, but he's made a remarkable recovery.
Off the glass attempted from the Denver. Vince Carter executed the most impressive of the three as he threw it. A bit of a different story.
Well, Mark, just to give you a little idea of the pace of this game. There's the try by LeBron James and almost got hurt there. I think
an injury.
He would have been a lock had he not been suspended by the NBA after Howard.
Stoppable player in there.
Averaging just under 12 rebounds per game. Here's Stoudemire. Yes! But for Mike D'Antoni, this is like perfect basketball. Here's the alley-oop throw. Caught him and no one.
The computer up there.
Parker.
Not outside threes anymore. In fact, barely ever shoots three-pointers.
Anthony backing up to the position. And this time, Carter spins and connects. Came off the bench. In fact, came off at the same time. Here is Parker in the field.
Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups, two great players for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Ray Allen unloading another three.
And here is McGrady for three.
What a remarkable season it's been. The last 2 years, they've fallen apart without those.
Oh, there you have it. Brady and Allen handling the ball without a true point guard. O'Neal, missed the stuff. Gets it right back. Well, Rip Hamilton with an unselfish move.
Wise move there. He saw Shaq's eyes got real big, and he said, "Give it back to me." And Rip did the smart
call. Foul is called on O'Neal. Here's that play a moment ago as Shaq comes down, makes very close. CBS was doing the games at the time. And he would just boss you guys around.
Oh, yeah.
How I enjoyed that. LeBron James.
And shoot at nights at 3 o'clock in the morning. He just goes crazy, which has made him great, but may also hurt him, as you said.
Stoudemire with the Tony Parker. Guys come a long way after being drafted 28th by the Spurs back in 2001. And obviously, Gilbert Arenas has some plans for Kobe Bryant. And here is Bryant at the other end. Well,
we spoke to Kobe before the game, and I talked to him about the game today, and hadn't been a whole lot of fun for the Lakers.
That we're familiar. It's basically the national team from the World Championships.
Carmelo Anthony tomahawks it.
To torch Phoenix and Washington and all the teams of the coaches of that national team.
And said he wants to go up against Duke University.
A 15-point deficit is more like a 5 or 6 point deficit in a normal game.
Now, Marvin, I saw one in Washington a few years ago. It was 21 down with 9 minutes to go, and the East came back and won that game. Iverson was terrific in D.C.
Combination of Allen Iverson, Stephen Marbury down the stretch. Wade's reverse reach with two of his close personal friends. Lead for the West. Just under 3 left in this first half. Arenas on a quick lead. Parker with the lead for Duncan. And slips it right back inside. Kobe, and off the save, here comes Carmelo Anthony. Parker for Anthony.
Them better. Unbelievable in the locker room. Just an amazing player in person.
I get so high when I'm around you, baby. I can touch the sky. That's it. I'm running so late. Girls make them slide. Don't even say goodbye. I remember why. Whenever, ever. Tonight I'm gone.
Back comes Bryant. Nice shovel to Marion. Right, Howard starting at the center for Shaquille O'Neal started the game, and here's Howard rejected by Stoudemire. Howard again. Of the all-time All-Star game record, also established in 1989 by the West. And White. Another East turnover. Here comes Marion. Hamilton played by Allen. Hamilton able to swing inside. Mike D'Antonio's also made some changes. Stoudemire remaining on the floor, and he's on
this shot with consistency.
Well, sometimes when you go through an injury and you can't run and jump, you have to work on different phases of your game.
Several Lakers ready to come back. Those West playoffs are going to be murdered.
Kobe Bryant, favorite in this area, played the 1 year at UNLV, but lives here in the offseason. Most of his family is here with him. The lead for Carter too far. And it's Marion ahead of the field. And shows up.
Know where the wedding was. He couldn't have answered.
Well, it's actually, I can't reveal where it is. That's another. Duncan with the rebound. Anthony. Carmelo. Right knee. Made the All-Star team last year, but sat out due to injury. But including that, it's a distance.
Start getting back to the standings in that Southeast Division. What makes that most interesting, I think, is that most people feel those are the two best teams in the conference.
A little bit like last year, Dallas and San Antonio.
Nowitzki is up 119-91. Here is Kevin Garnett. 1966, the East won by 43 games in the West, 43 points. And
hard. I mean, you're going to take hard, tough fouls.
Garnett to the step back. A big guy at 6'11", 260 pounds. Nice look away from LeBron James.
Might have been happier had he not been smooched on the lips.
Wade goes flat. We have 7:40 remaining in this fourth quarter. Bryant opened for 3. In 1984, pulled off by the West in an overtime game. Magic Johnson with 22 of those 46. Wow.
LeBron James said gooseneck. That's what Dwight Howard says to himself when he shoots the free throw to make himself follow through. So that's what he was making reference to when he's sitting on.
He's 11 of 18 from the field. LeBron James too strong on that shot.
Kobe's got a little something going with LeBron right now. Tried to steal the ball from him last time.
Oh, Joe shot. Another possession for the West. Stoudemire off the dribble with a beautiful.
That much together. Can they make a run?
Here's James. Hooked out.
I still believe Kobe Bryant is the most complete offensive player in the game. I think it starts with his footwork, his ability to create off the dribble, to get into the post. Look at this spectacular play. We saw this twice from him.
They could do some damage. They've got a pretty nice balanced team.
The alley-oop.
Duncan, because he tried to do one to Duncan before, and Duncan says, I can't jump.
See 68 feet. They've led by as many as 33. Bryant to the ropes, which was 155 set by the West back in 2003.